You've probably seen 100 TikToks telling you to buy an apartment and get a golden visa. But how much do you really need to invest? And what happens if the property's off plan? And can it be mortgaged? Today, I'm going to tell you the truth on how to obtain a golden visa the right way. This is the 10-year property investor golden visa explained. You get long-term security and the freedom to sponsor your family. Those, for me, are the main benefits. But there are some misconceptions. One misconception is that you can buy any apartment. Now, if the apartment isn't worth the value of 2 million dirhams, then you won't be eligible for the 10-year golden visa. The second misconception is that you cannot get the golden visa with an off-plan property. That's not true, because you can, providing the property is worth 2 million and you've paid 24%. Once you pay the 24%, you will be issued a document called the Accrued, and with that, we can apply for the golden visa. Another misconception is that you can't get the golden visa if the property is mortgaged. Again, you can, as long as the property is worth the value of 2 million and we get an NOC, which is a no objection certificate from the loan provider, the bank who provided you the mortgage. So if you're investing into property for the visa, you have to do it with a kind of strategy. Because, for example, if you buy a property which is bought under a company and not yourself, you won't be eligible for the golden visa, because we can only do it against a person, not against a company. Some clients have purchased a property or been advised to purchase a property under a company, and that kind of kills two birds with one stone, because they'll get the long-term residency, but it's not true. We can't issue you a golden visa if your property is bought under a company. I think it's always best to work with a consultant as well, because you have your real estate agent and they're going to sell you the property, and that's great, that's what they specialize in, but they may not and probably are not residency experts on how to obtain the golden visa. And because the rules change so frequently, they need to keep up with it as well. So they could tell you something, but the rules changed 2 weeks ago and they haven't been made aware, and you've gone ahead and purchased this property, but now you're not eligible because the rules changed and they weren't up to date. And it's not their fault, it's just because their specialty is property, not residency. You're not just buying a visa, you're building your future. So if you want this done strategically, not generically, let's talk. Subscribe for more. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and there'll be a link in the description if you want to speak to one of our consultants.